Russian strikes on the eastern Ukraine city of Kharkiv killed at least 5 people, regional authorities said, in the latest aerial bombardment on the war-battered hub. The surrounding region of Kharkiv has become the latest flashpoint of the war after Russian forces launched a surprise ground offensive in the border territory this month, forcing the evacuation of thousands of residents. 5 people were killed and 9 were wounded, Kharkiv Mayor Igor Terekov said. The regional governor, however, said 6 people had been killed in the barrage of more than a dozen projectiles and that as many as 16 were wounded. Kharkiv, which is the second largest city in Ukraine and lies just dozens of kilometers from the border with Russia, has been under persistent shelling since Moscow's forces invaded in February 2022. Russian terrorists are taking advantage of the fact that Ukraine still lacks sufficient air defense protection, Zelensky said. Ukrainian officials have been urging allies to send more air defenses and this week suggested that Western allies shoot down Russian missiles using systems deployed in their own countries. Separately, the head of Ukraine's Zaporizhia region, which the Kremlin claims is part of Russian territory, said a 74-year-old man was killed by Russian shelling on the village of Mala Topmichka. Russian forces have in recent weeks made the biggest territorial gains in the war-battered East as Ukraine waits for desperately needed US and European weapons supplies. The advances in Kharkiv have forced nearly 11,000 people to flee their homes since Moscow launched its ground assault on May 10, regional officials said. Russian authorities meanwhile said that Ukrainian attacks on the border region of Belgorod and in the occupied Ukrainian region of Donetsk left 2 dead.